How's it going, guys? Famox here from Game on Your Face, and today we're looking at the good, the bad, and the ugly of the new features and updates, or whatever you want to call it, for the new Hockey Ultimate Team. I'm here now in my EA Early Access, so I get 6 hours of this game, and I've pretty much gone through it all in about 3 hours that I've played. I still got 3 hours left, but here we go. Let's check it out. We'll start off with the good. Unfortunately, there's not much good. There's more bad than good for changes, but we'll start off with the good. So, for the good, we have already owned indicator. It's pretty nice. Something I've been wanting for a while. See it right there on the top. It says already owned, so this is a card that I've already have in my collection. So that's good that they show us that. For good number 2, previous list price. This is something that they had in NHL 12, NHL 13. They took it out last year. I don't know why, but yeah, they brought it back. And here it is. You see it at the bottom where it says item summary. That's my start price that I started the card at. Didn't sell, so that's good. They brought that back. Good. And for the last point under good updates, good changes, is the apply consumables. So as you can see here, when I'm applying a consumable, it has 3 categories. It has training, where it's like all the change teams and the durations and regular trading cards. It has healing, and it has contracts. So this is pretty good. It's going to prevent a lot of accidentally applying a card. That happened a lot. I accidentally applied a position card. I accidentally applied a change team. Now it's all 3 separate categories, which is pretty nice. It prevents scrolling to like the very end of 60 consumable cards to get a trading card. But that's all for good. So we're gonna get into the bad now. Here we go. First one is placing a bid. So I'm just gonna search here at random. Here, Marty Brodeur. So say I want to place a bid. I gotta click on the card first. Let's go do this slowly. I gotta click on the card. I gotta click on place bid, and then it gets me another screen. I gotta go and then change it from here. And then if I were to actually place a bid, it'll say, if I were to actually place the bid, it would say, are you sure you want to place the bid? Let me click on that, and yeah, see, it'll have to confirm. So that's, let's go back. Oops. Oh, he expired. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 clicks of A, or X if you're on PS4, 4 pushes of a button to place one bid. That's kind of annoying. So that's the first point for bad. The second point for bad is the actual search menu. You can't type in names. I know we've all been asking and waiting for an option to type in a name and search for that player specifically, but no, you can't do that. But what's even worse is that they slowed this down. Watch this. So it's a regular here. You can go left, right, pick your position. Sorry, put goalie, and your player type, whatever. But when you get to league, you actually have to press A on it. It takes you to another screen, and then you click the league. I don't know. It just adds another, and it's the same for this. The team, it adds another step that I think is unnecessary. It just slows it down. It has this little animation where it flies away like that. I just don't like how they did it like that. And then same thing for price range. You gotta click on it, and it's just ugly. I think how they made it harder, and just made it a longer process to search for a player. So that's why it's under the bad category. Number 3 is no option to change your goalie. When you go into the pause menu for a game and you want to, or like if a goalie's playing bad, you can't switch him up with your backup. That's something that I've wanted for a while, but I guess they just didn't put it in this year again. And yeah, there's that. Also, in a game, when you pause, last year and the year before, there's only 1 pause. This is going to be annoying. They allow 3 30-second pauses in the game. We're going to see like people watching the replays and pausing 3 times just to annoy you. But anyways, that might just be me. It might be good, 3 pauses, 1 pause per period, but I don't see how it's necessary to have 3 30-second pauses. Another thing for in-game play is there's no more replays. I mean, there's instant replays. This might just be the early access edition that doesn't have this, but there's no replays. You know how there was replays for each goal in last year that you can replay each goal and every hit and every shot. You can't. It doesn't have that option here. It just has this this stats panel where it shows your like shots and whatever, shots, time on attack, but there's no replay option. I hope that's just for this early access because I really like that, and that actually helped me a lot when I did my player reviews. But if that's actually really out of the game, that's kind of terrible, honestly. That was like a big feature they introduced 2 years ago, and now to take it out like that kind of sucks. As you can see, the bad list just goes on here, but there's still a few more points actually to go through here. For the bad, we have no collection indicator when buying packs. Yeah, that's really annoying. It doesn't show you, it just shows low, high, last price sold. It doesn't actually show you how many cards are in your collection and how many cards are in your item box. So you're just playing a guessing game, sending everything to your collection, which blows. It really does. It blows. So I don't know why they simplified it to that amount. I mean, they took it. I don't know. They changed a lot of stuff that kind of, it's not very good. Anyways, another terrible change to the game is the edit lineup screen. It is horrible. I don't know who designed this, but they should probably get fired. Here's my sick team already. But look at this screen. It's bad. You have to go line by line. So I'm finished my roster. I want to see my whole lineup. I can't even see my whole lineup in like one shot. So I have to go line by line. And then look at this. I have the goalie in the middle there. And this is the I don't know. I just don't like it at all. When you want to search or when you want to switch for a player. So say I want to switch Henrique for my third line, and I want to put him on my first line. Instead of quick swap, well, they have quick swap, but they changed it. So I press quick swap, and I got a quick swap through my whole team. Scroll down through the whole team to find who I want to swap him with, and then when I do swap him, they have this little animation. That's so unnecessary. It just takes 4 seconds longer to change up my lines. It's just it's really a poor design. Is what it is. That's all. It's a poor design. So I'm Nyquist with Henrique again. And I gotta, okay, luckily he was right there. But they have that animation, and it's just brutal. Also, when you want to search for a player, say I want to swap him with someone from, it's just such a long process. You gotta click. It just made it, and then you gotta go click A, NHL, search. And then you gotta scroll through. I don't know. They just added extra steps that are unnecessary, and just the overall look of this screen is just ugly. However, the worst of the worst, guys, right here. You click on play, online seasons, play solo. Click on play solo. It'll take you just a regular offline game. You go back. You go online seasons, and it'll take you to an online game. And you might notice right now, there is no option to play a friend. Going back to NHL 11 on this one, so there's no play a friend. That means no wager matches. Well, I guess you'll have to play search online, but that's pretty brutal, especially people who have like special leagues, or if you have just simple wager matches, you just want to play somebody. I don't know. I don't know what. Frustrating. It's just frustrating. So that pretty much sums up, or that pretty much caps off all the bad. Now we're gonna get into the ugly. Ugly are things that I'm not sure. I'm undecided whether they're good or bad, and they're just kind of meh for now. Ugly number 1. They changed pucks to coins. So we're just going the way of FIFA, the way of Madden, and we're not gonna be unique anymore with our pucks. And we're going to be calling them coins, which isn't, obviously, doesn't really affect anything, but in my mind, it's pretty ugly. That's why it's in the ugly column. Yes, and this, a big change here. This is a big change. They took out the trade pile. So there's no more trade pile. It has been replaced by this item box, which is kind of cool, actually. You get to put 100 items. So it's pretty much it's the trade pile. It's a 100 item trade pile. But the only thing ugly about it is that you can't, it's auto. it automatically adds players to the item inbox. So when I buy a pack, I can't put send to inbox. It'll only send items there if my consumables are already full. So my consumables are full, so it'll send these items to the inbox automatically, or if I already own the player. So you can't send things to the item inbox. It'll automatically add them, and then you can auction cards off from the item inbox, right? Like that. However, it made it really ugly in that there's no trade pile, so if you want to sell a card, you gotta go browse through your collection, find where the card is. This actually could go in the bad. You gotta find where the card is. Someone from Canucks, you gotta scroll all the way down to Canucks. There we go, Alberts. And then you gotta auction him from your collection. That sucks. That blows. That really blows. So I'll just list them. Yeah, so in order to auction, you gotta actually go through your collection to auction a player. That is garbage. That should be in the bad, but I guess I'm just gonna put that in the ugly. Yeah, so there's no more trade pile. They replaced it with an item inbox, 100 cards, but it's pretty much just for doubles, for already owned, and for excess consumables. And then for auctioning, you have to actually auction through the collection. Next for ugly is that the collection bonuses are no longer pucks. They are packs. So see it right here, completion bonus pack, 10 gold packs, 4 gold packs. So that's pretty much what it is. Free packs. I'm pretty sure you won't be able to sell the players from the packs either. So that totally eliminates farming. So I'm not sure if this is good or bad yet, so that's why I put it in the ugly. But yeah, and if it's AHL, these are pretty much not worth it anymore because they're silver packs. And I don't know if you go like National League. Yeah, so they're silver packs. They're not going to be one of the bronze packs, I don't think. I hope. Oh no, never mind. WHL is bronze pack, so there's no point collecting these anymore. It's just going to be a waste of time, so that's in the ugly. Right, next is fatigue. Not fatigue itself, goalie fatigue, but they added a new card to the game. The fatigue card. Find it here. There it is. Fatigue. Recover 4 games. Could be good, could be bad. That's why it's in the ugly, right? But I think it's pretty bad. I mean, to play a goalie to 4 games fatigue is, I don't know who does that anyways. Who's gonna lose 4 games in a row and not rest the goalie? It eliminates having to buy 2 good goalies, as I usually, whenever I lose a game, I just switch out with my backup. It just adds a card that they put in packs and call rare, right? So it'll be like blah blah blah, 8 rare items, and you're gonna pull 2 fatigue cards, and it's just another filler card that I personally will never use. So yeah, that's pretty ugly. And last for ugly is the music. Hopefully this is just for the early access, but the music they don't have any real songs. It's just this, like, the same music that you guys probably heard that you heard in the demo. It's just this Fight Night, like, HBO contender music, which is pretty cool, but it just keeps on repeating. So it's really annoying, so that's pretty ugly. I mean, it's not a big deal, it's just the music. I'll probably turn off my music anyways. But for them to not put any good songs in the game kind of blows. So that's pretty much it, guys. That covers all the new features and updates for the NHL 15 Hockey Ultimate Team. I'm wasting my early access time here going through the menus like this. So I'm going to start playing some games. Hopefully they change some stuff. I don't know if they can. Like, this edit lineup screen is really ugly. The extra animations, the extra steps that they put in. So far, it doesn't look like a very good mode. Honestly, I'm kind of disappointed. But I'm going to play it anyways, because that's what I do. I'm going to get my player reviews going. And we're going to come back with another video discussing the returning user bonus. Alright guys, I'm Famox. I'll see you in the next one.